What's going on, y'all? This Low.
This is Key. I'm a low key.
Today we're gonna be hollering at y'all about the way you respond when that pressure on. You know, this determines the individual. This determines whether it's a diamond up under that coal. So pressure can come in all forms. You know, in all forms of self-defense, mental, spiritual, emotional, financial, you know, and the real you come out.
Absolutely.
Or as it stands right now. We all got things we could work on, but I feel like those weaknesses will be revealed when you're under pressure. And the only way to overcome those weaknesses is to go through it, not run away from it, not go around it, not throw the blame off. So I think it's very important to be under pressure, especially coming up as a child. I think it makes a certain type of individual. I also think it could keep you at a certain level, you know, because when you think you good, you stop moving like you was under pressure. You got something to add to it?
Yeah, so a lot of people, they'll say things like a person that show their true colors when they're under pressure. And the pressure is like situations. You know, when situations arise, like, do you even pay attention to how you respond to things? Because then that'll help you to learn how to grow and not be so quick to respond. And when in your response, there is power. So sometimes situations do arise where you can't control them, but you can control your response and how you deal with those situations. And it's easy to say, but when you thrown into that pressure cooker and the heat is on, the real you comes out.
Yeah, you quick, snappy, just like the last video we did. When the pressure come, do you go to quick to blaming them, or you start, or you gonna start looking for solutions? I feel like it's definitely a skill because it's easier to go that way instead of using the energy and the focus solution based.
Absolutely.
And
it's
most
so
things
easy.
that happen, like, it could have been decisions could have made it go in a different way. Always. It seemed like most of the time.
Yeah, and people, you don't realize people watching you. They're watching you, like, they're watching to see how you respond to things. So whenever you're around people, just imagine, like, those people that are close to you and something happens and they see how you respond. It's like, what in the world is wrong? Like, you gotta calm down. Because I know I've always been the type of person, like, I'm solution based, but my first response would be, I'm about to flip. Like, why?
No, I don't think so. I think
You don't think so?
Definitely more solution based.
But I know my heart starts beating fast. You guys gotta pay attention to that, because that stuff can cause anxiety, and then high blood pressure. You can mess around and have a heart attack, and you go straight into a panic mode. You know, you go straight into a panic mode, and it's like
start going hard.
Yeah, and it's
pass
like
the hell out.
You forget where you are. You forget what's around you. Like, you can forget all things that should matter to you in reality. That no longer matters because you're thinking about. I can't believe this, like, for real. So you have to be careful with that, because that's what I'm saying. You should know who you are. Like, you gotta look at yourself first. And once I realized that, it was like, okay, I gotta be more aware, and that's a good thing to do when we talked about meditation, because that teaches you how to focus, you know, and you want to be able to focus in every area of your life, because when a situation comes, you want to stop and be able to focus. You want to focus on it, okay? Yes. Now, how can I find a solution? Not who can I knock off first, or who can I?
Yeah, we about to run through
Yeah,
it.
we get ready to tear something up, like. Not like that. You don't want to, because we trying to find a solution. That's going to make things worse. So when you do calm down and you realize, like, yo.
It's all good, like.
Yeah.
Even if, like, whatever, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
You got a solution.
You got to stay present. Like, don't forget where you.
Don't forget the meditation. Cause it's gonna get real now. Now, it ain't always peaches and cream.
It's not. It's not. Life can throw you some things now.
You still gotta find the power to focus. Boom. Woosah. And it's good to automate a lot of these things, cause we put ourselves in a lot of positions.
We do.
Even though sometimes we don't know what the answer is until we take the action.
Mm-hmm.
When you look back on it, better decisions could have been made. Like, you could automate certain things to alleviate certain stress. You know, but I think the thing is, it's just consistent action. It ain't never gonna be all good.
It is.
But I don't know, like, most of the time, like, it is all good, though. Even when it don't seem like it.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the time it's all good. Sometimes it's gonna go left, but it ain't even that serious.
Yeah, I think when we think that it's going left, it's actually not really going left. It's going the way that we created it to go.
And you can learn from it.
Yeah, and you gotta pick out the part that you gotta see it, change your perception. Basically, you gotta see it from a different perspective instead of going straight from 0 to 100, like in a matter of a split second. Because I think sometimes we are, by our environment, we're trained to, like growing up, we're trained to think the worst. And I think when situations arise, we go to the worst scenario ever in your mind.
Yeah.
And
all the way bad, because it's real.
And then we, like, that has not even happened and may never happen. But because you thought about it, like, in your mind, it has already happened. And we didn't, like.
Pulling it right there to you. You actually making decisions to make that very thing you don't want to happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I was thinking about it, and I thought about the way that you could be real about it, because I know a lot of people, whenever you go for interviews, they talk about, like, how do you handle pressure? So name a situation and tell me what you would do. So the basic way, they say use the STAR approach. So I think the S is for situation, the T is for task, the A is for approach, and the R is for response. So you have time to think about it. But when you're under pressure, sometimes you don't even think, because your automatic response is based off of how you perceive the thing.
Yep.
So you have to start there, you know?
Try to be as logical based as possible. I mean, because this is life. Yeah, the STAR approach, that sounds like a good strategy for y'all to implement. Like, but first you got to just calm down for a minute, man. For real. And you got to evaluate. You got to have responsibility when you're under pressure. Like, your ability to respond under pressure determines the type of individual that you're destined to be in the future.
And if you're a calm person, I think when you learn to calm yourself and be in control of yourself, I think this is so easy for you. But for those of us who are not that in tune yet, meditation will help.
Yeah.
Staying present will help. You know.
Responsibility under pressure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
STAR approach. All right, what's the acronym again?
Situation is the S, T is the task, A is the approach, and R is the response.
Y'all implement that the next time you're under pressure. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you pull a diamond out of the situation and don't get crushed.
Yes.
You got something else, man?
That's it.
It's low.
This is Key.
It's low key.
All right.
Like, comment.
And subscribe. Peace.